Hey gang, what's up? I still feel like garbage. Let's get this going. Let's roll. Alright, so what's going on this week? I still feel like ass. Basically, all I have left is a cough that won't go away. My chest doesn't feel like I have an elephant sitting on it anymore, so that's good. I had to train somebody all week. We got a new driver, and I didn't want to. Since the last person I trained ended up driving like out in the woods once he got his own truck and got stuck, and then tried to blame me for not training him properly. I didn't tell the dude to not stay on the roads. That piece of shit. Anyhow, I train people how to get product into the stores and use the handheld. I am not a driving instructor. When you come to our place of business to get a job, you already have your license. That means you're supposed to be able to know how to drive, not go bajan with a semi out in the middle of the woods. So, anyhow, after that, I decided I'm not training anybody anymore. They don't pay me any more money, and it actually makes me get my job done faster, so I don't get as many hours, so I actually lose money when I train people. Besides the fact, I like being by myself when I do my job. I can listen to my podcasts like Rogan or Your Mom's House or whatever. I don't have to worry about people getting offended or hearing life stories about people or talking or anything like that. And especially this week. Like, I'd talk for 30 seconds and I'd just start hacking my lungs up. I like to sit in silence and not talk. But my boss refused to put him on the route that the guy's gonna be taking over because that driver sucks. He's our worst driver, and he also just put in his 2 weeks. So we finally were gonna have 5 drivers again, and now we're gonna be back down to 4. So now that rant's over, because I was training him, I couldn't get any video time or anything like that in the truck. And by the time I'd get home, all I felt like doing was getting something to eat and going to bed and trying to get over this crap that I've had. So that's why I haven't had any videos put out in the last week or so since I can't even remember the last video. It was, I think, the day I got sick or something like that. But trying to think of everything that's gone on. Hasn't been too much that's gone on this week besides the training. The wife's getting a little bit better. She got diagnosed with chronic bronchitis and walking pneumonia, which I think I gave to her. She wants me to go into the hospital or the walk-in or whatever and get checked out, but all I have left is the cough, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna die. So I'm not going. I would have called in sick, but 25 years since the last time I called in sick. And that was actually because of her. Because here's a story. When I first met my wife, I had just failed out of college my first year because, drugs and alcohol were more important to me than going to class. And they told me I couldn't come back. So I got a job at a local restaurant around here. It was like a half hour from where I grew up and where I was living at the time. And I got a dishwashing job. because it paid better than like anything around us. And she happened to be a busser there. So that's how we met. She was bringing dishes back to me to wash, and the rest is history. 25 years later, we're still together. But here's the kicker. When we first started dating, she didn't know that she was a carrier of mono. I guess her dad was a carrier, and it got passed down when she was born to her. And I guess like 2 other previous boyfriends of hers had come down with mono. But she never got it. She didn't put 2 and 2 together until I came down with mono. And yeah, that put me out of work for a month. I just laid on my parents' couch, and I think I lost 30 pounds or something like that. Just from, I couldn't eat. My throat hurt so bad, and I had no energy. So that's the last time that I called in sick to work. 25 years ago. And now, when I actually wanted to call in just to try and get over this crap, I can't even use my sick time because we don't have enough people to cover. It's like, why give us all this extra sick time and we can't even use it? I could have called in, but then I would have had to end up working Saturday, or my stores wouldn't have got delivered, and that just screws them over, and I can't do that. So, I don't know. I could be a dick and just say screw it to the stores, but I've known them for 15 years. I've been with my company now for 15 years. I've been going to these same stores. I know the struggles they go through money-wise, and every little delivery counts. So I can't screw them over. But it sucks because I really want to get rid of this cough. And here's my 80s, growing up in the 80s and 90s language. I might go take a bath for the first time and I don't know how long. And that makes me feel gay. I don't know. Something about me sitting in a bathtub. I'll sit in a hot tub. That's not gay. But me sitting in a bathtub, as tall as I am, the only way I can get like my back and everything in the water is to have my knees sticking out like 1.5 feet. So then I'm staring at my little wiener just bobbing on top. And it doesn't matter how big your dong is. If you're in a bathtub on your back, it's gonna look small. I'm sorry. I'm not saying I have a huge dong, but it's kind of demoralizing when it looks just like a turtle head just bobbing on the water. So I don't know. I'm just trying to get something that's gonna like loosen all this crap up, and I can just get it all out, coughing it up. But we'll see how it goes. I probably will do that. I'll do another Horrors podcast show when I feel better. The only reason I got time to do all this right now is because my wife and daughter are having a girls' day, and my son's at work. So I'm home by myself all day long, and hoping to get some sleep, watch some Netflix. I've been off my diet. But all I want to do is, the rest of my day is unenjoyable, except for what I get to eat while I'm sick. So, yeah, I've been eating some shit that I shouldn't. Still sober, though. Still sober. Coming up on 2 years. So anyhow, I'll leave you with that. Stay sinful. Stay safe. Love you guys. My subscriber count's getting up there. It's like 560 something now. I think I've gotten about 60 subscribers in the last month. I don't know. So I appreciate any views I get, likes, comments, shares, subscribers. Thanks for helping me out. I appreciate you guys. I'll get at you later. Peace.